Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fluctus Channel. Naval warfare is uniquely complex due to the maritime environment in which it takes place. Threats can emerge from all directions: sea, air, or even below the surface via submarines. To counter these threats, advanced vessels like destroyers have been engineered to dominate across all domains. These ships are considered the global benchmark for surface combatants, known for their speed, durability, and striking power. Their high-performance capabilities stem from an advanced design and state-of-the-art technologies. Because of this, building one involves an intricate process that can span up to 2 years, factoring in both material management and manpower logistics. The construction timeline can also differ depending on the destroyer class, with Zumwalt and Arleigh Burke standing out as some of the most prominent. These vessels have been critical assets within the U.S. Navy and other allied naval forces. While the Arleigh Burke predates the Zumwalt, both embody decades of advancement aimed at developing more capable warships. Their modern iterations are larger and more seaworthy than earlier models. Still, even these advanced ships are not immune to rough seas during operations. Factors like weight distribution, hull form, and construction materials all influence how they handle turbulent waters. Nonetheless, this constant motion is something the crew becomes accustomed to as part of their daily experience aboard one of the most actively deployed warships in the fleet. Life on board is far from ordinary. The ship's confined quarters foster a tight-knit community where everyone understands their role and those of their peers. This culture promotes a readiness mindset, with even junior personnel stepping up when needed. Beyond their core responsibilities, sailors regularly engage in drills and readiness exercises. Mealtimes on the mess decks and galley offer brief respites in an otherwise demanding environment. These brakes play a key role in maintaining morale and mental wellness amidst high-pressure duties. Driven by purpose, crew members work with high-tech systems vital to mission success. Among them are radar technicians who manage the Aegis combat system essential for identifying and tracking targets. Their effectiveness is supported by electronics technicians who maintain the ship's sophisticated systems. But the focus isn't only on electronics. The propulsion plant, essentially the ship's engine room, is maintained by gas turbine technicians who ensure the vessel remains mission-ready. Every aspect of the destroyer's operations demands precision. Deck maintenance, conducted by trained personnel, ensures all systems remain functional and safe.
I'm a gas turbine technician electrical. What that means is I work with jet engines that produce power and propulsion. I oversee a work center of 8 people. And what we're in charge of is making sure that these engines produce propulsion and electricity for the ship.
Routine checks and part replacements keep the ship combat ready at all times. The ship's flight deck supports operations involving MH-60 Seahawk helicopters, enhancing logistical flexibility. Offensively, destroyers are equipped with a 5-inch 54 caliber naval gun and the Phalanx CIWS, which is a radar-guided, rapid-fire gun system designed to intercept incoming threats. They also carry Mark 32 triple torpedo tubes, enabling anti-submarine tactics. While the Arleigh Burke remains a cornerstone of U.S. naval strength, its long service life has led to the development of its successor, the Zumwalt class. Built in the 2010s, this new class is intended for shore bombardment, littoral warfare, and countering emerging threats. The Zumwalt was initially designed around its advanced gun systems, capable of firing long-range land attack projectiles, but high costs led to those being replaced with emerging hypersonic missile systems.
DDG 1000 brings to the table the kind of capabilities we're looking for in terms of providing gunfire support ashore to those Marines, and not just gunfire support, precision gunfire support. We got to have the capability to sail safely into those waters and have confidence that we can impose our will on an adversary.
The ship's total ship computing environment infrastructure allows for future tech integration. Originally, 32 Zumwalts were planned, but only 3 were completed due to cost. These ships feature cutting-edge design elements like a tumble-home hull for improved stealth and wave-piercing ability, and a deckhouse made from composite materials including carbon fiber. Northrop Grumman and General Dynamics Bath Iron Works collaborated on this build. Employing flat panel construction to cut tooling costs. Internally, the Zumwalt is powered by an integrated power system generating 78 megawatts, enough to operate all onboard systems, from propulsion to next-gen weapons.
You're talking about all electrical powered ship. On top of that is all electrical propulsion ship. So your load for DDG 1000 just skyrocketed. To be able to support that, what you need to have is higher voltage so you can support that load.
Upon system integration and testing, the ship is christened and commissioned, ready for service. In active duty, the Zumwalt operates with high efficiency. Bridge crews handle precision navigation while engineering, intelligence, and surveillance teams monitor all critical systems. Every member plays a role in optimizing the ship's performance and response readiness. Destroyers remain essential to maritime dominance. The Zumwalt's technology offers a glimpse into the future, but high costs ensure the Arleigh Burke remains vital for now. Its proven versatility and adaptability make it a lasting pillar of naval operations. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our new content. See you next time.